Hey, how's it going, Old School Runescape, and welcome back to another weekly recap. This week, we saw the Dragon Spear get nerfed, so that players getting speared by several players at the same time will now have a very small period of time in between stuns to drink a prayer potion, eat some food, or attempt to escape. Up next, the final Last Man Standing beta has been released, including a larger variety of equipment to be used in the minigame, and improvements overall. That being said, we're aiming for full release to be this Thursday, and we've got a handful of further improvements to make it all the better. In other news, players will now only receive a clue scroll casket when they've reached the reward from the clue. Brine sabers can now kill rock slugs. The giant mole now has loot broadcasts. A woodcutting guild teleport has been added to the skills necklace. Metal dragons in the Brimhaven dungeon will now drop noted metal bars with the requirement of the elite Karamja diary. Bones now give varied experience when buried in the catacombs. And Slayer Masters can now offer red dragons as a Slayer task. Moving on, we have this week's Q&A, where Mod Ghost showed off a sneak peek of the first ever boss to come with raids.
Okay, so here we have the first raids boss. As you can see, it's kind of like a trilobite. It's going to be swimming in lava, and it's going to tunnel up through the earth. There won't be just one of them. I can't say too much about the mechanics, but what I can do is show you the various states. So in this state, you can see it'll be protected. Its eyes are closed. We'll make it aware, so its eyes open. Then it moves into an upright position like this.
Is that its face?
We then switch to its third state, where we see the tentacles expand out. Now this will be what it uses to attack you.
And lastly, we have our player spotlight feature. Starting off with Bobchick and his more realistic representation of Bando's armor. Up next, Prezleek created this comic of the Helm of Natisnot. And lastly, perhaps one of the most impressive accomplishments of all time, Chumpy Chimp managed to get every single stat to 10 million experience exactly all at once. So that about sums up this week in Old School RuneScape. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with the game, and aside from that, we'll thank you for watching and we'll catch you next week.